Your Scott's car. This car was over at SEMA. I remember when he was putting this thing together. Look at that. You know? This thing's ready to race, man. Wants to call him out. Seats. Tubbed out, caged out. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. What are these air jacks on here, man? Damn.
You know what I mean? So, and then the whole hope is to eventually get into long term.
We'll see if we can talk to him too, because this guy's one of the OGs, triple OGs. Here we are with Scott. He's part of, what racing crew were you part of?
KMA Racing.
What does it stand for?
Kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass. Yeah, so this meet that we have today, it's basically like the first generation import racing crews, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about like those days? What kind of cars were you guys fixing up? What street were you guys racing on? Like, how was it?
So basically, back in those days, that was before EFI and all. So we had carburetors, we had distributors. So like we were one of the first ones to do like complete motor build stroker motors and headboarding and use a lot of nitrous back then. So we used to street race on like, now it's called Marine, but it used to be like Compton and Maine, Santa Fe, Alameda, Watsonville. Yeah, a lot of places. And then sometimes when we go out to like Florence and Maine for the one shows and try to get races up there. And even on some nights we would go all the way out to Anaheim to the Camelot mini golf course.
Yeah, I think it has a super engine.
How did you even get into the street racing scene? As far as, was it like your first car? How did you find out about this whole thing?
So I had a buddy of mine that he had an older brother with a built V8, and I was still racing BMX back then. So he's like, yeah, forget this BMX stuff. So he gave me a ride in his brother's car, and we were doing burnouts up and down the street. And we were right next to this middle school called Perry Junior High. So basically, we were doing burnouts, a cop seen us. So we decided to run. So we went around the block a few times, and we ended up on this kind of near the school. And so basically we pull over and he goes, duck. So we turned off his headlights and then we turned off the motor. And then we were kind of laughing because we thought we got away and everything. And then all of a sudden we hear this banging on the window. He goes, you dumb, all this, He goes, do you know how I caught your ass? And you go, well, how? He goes, your foot was on the brake, so your brake lines were on. So,
got you red-handed.
This girl that was hanging out, she comes running out in this short mini skirt and stuff, and she's all like, don't arrest my little brothers, don't arrest my little brothers. And so supposedly somebody called the cops and said somebody's breaking into the middle school. So the cops got the call and they're like, you're lucky that we have more pressing matters, so just get the hell out of here. So they went to the junior high school and we ended up getting away that night. So there was mini skirts, there's getting away from the cops, having fun burning out. And ever since that day, I was hooked on it.
And you said, this is the life for me, huh?
Yeah,
had everything you wanted. Girls, breaking the law, speed.
Getting away.
Getting away with crime. As far as like import cars, like especially in the early days, like today people have no idea. Like today we have all this information, They could build a 700 horsepower car just going on the internet, right? Back in your days, you guys didn't have anything, let alone like even some of the cars that you guys were fixing up, they were like underpowered cars. Like, how did you guys even figure out how to even like soup these cars? Like, where did the whole thing come from?
So basically, a lot of my friends, they worked at this place called TRD.
Oh, TRD, okay.
Back when it was in Gardena.
No way.
So yeah, so we had a lot of TRD knowledge about that.
So TRD was working directly with guys that are street racing back in the days?
A lot of street racers go there and
No
buy
way.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, you don't really see that type of relationship between like big, like industry people like that with the streets. It seems like there's a huge disconnect with that nowadays. So that's very, very interesting that
Yeah, I
TRD
would
used to like
go
hook you
get my
guys up.
paycheck, basically cash it, and just go to TRD and just spend the whole thing.
Straight to TRD, huh? Wow, man, that's insane. And you're from the Gardena area, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What other racing crews were around during your time besides Kiss My Ass?
We had Paradise Creations, we had Shoreline, we had was it the Pole Boys? We had
Pole
yeah,
Boys.
Yeah, they're from the Crenshaw area.
Oh, that's right. There was a Japanese American community in the Crenshaw area, right? Okay.
So there's a few.
And you guys were actively like competing against each other, racing on the streets.
A lot of times, yeah, we would go into South Central, and it's more. We would race against other nationalities, you know. And
Right.
the advantage that we had was that people didn't know how fast you could make these little import cars go. So we would take advantage of like all the Mustang 5.0s and IROC Zs and everything back in the day because they had no idea.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that. I mean, you guys are out here, a bunch of Asian Americans, just hurting people's feelings, right? Because this is like the late 70s, early 80s. You know, you still got guys out there with most. You guys are going to the hood. You guys are going to South Central. You guys are going to Compton. And all of a sudden, these Asian kids come around with their with their import cars. Like, how did they feel about you guys coming around with your import cars in the early days of street racing?
I don't know. I mean, we would blend in, I guess, but like maybe they thought we were suckers and they could get money from us. But yeah, again, we surprised a lot of people back then.
Yeah, I bet you guys did. As far as like the current generation and the future generation, you know, you being there from like the very early days, what message do you have for people that are in this game right now, and also for the future generation of car guys?
I mean, not to talk crap, but like there's guys on the internet that they proclaim that they are like the experts and this and that, and they really don't have a lot of road experience. You know?
Right.
But again, there's our people that do have road experience. So I don't know. It just kind of shirts me out. Like if you have a big platform on the internet, then you are the expert somehow.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of posers today. Back then, people had to pay their dues, and you know they had real world results, which is the reason why I want to stay connected to the OGs, because I feel like it's important. The more that we bridge the gap between our generations, I think we can elevate the game together.
Yeah, and
So
I think
really appreciate it.
A lot of people say triple OG or OG and everything like that. I mean, to me, I'm not the first generation. I'm like in the 80s, so.
Who's the first generation then?
They're like in the 70s when the cars were pretty much brand new. You know?
Is that right? Is any of these guys around right now today?
Not really, but there's some like late 70s guys here, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, so when they call me OG, I just refer to myself as old guy, not original.
Just the G. Well, Scott, I really appreciate your time, man. I love your truck, and on behalf of the game today, man, I appreciate what you did for us, for real. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's a 72, I think, 78, 72.